So, just reflecting here now after now having finally arrived in Puerto Viejo after a good 16 hours of journeying for all the way from the Diamante Valley and the home farm where I was last night to being here right now. And let me tell you, I actually met quite a number of individuals that really inspired me along this journey. This first person I met that was very significant was the first taxi ride coming out to this place right here. There was another person that was looking to get a taxi in the same direction, so we shared it. Turns out that this person knows my friend Light, who makes these amazing harmonizers that I have right here. And these harmonizers are very incredible, unique energy tools that really have a way of magnetizing you towards the people that and the situations and things that are meant to be in your life. And they've just been a source of a lot of abundance and also unlocking secrets of knowledge and building connections in ways that I've never thought were possible. And so we met this person that actually has one of these that was in the taxi with us, and she also knew this other person named Randy Hatton, who I met quite a number of months back when the last time I was here at Envision, actually, same place I met you, Levi. And basically, this guy Randy, he creates these water energy vortexers that basically, it's like a water filter, but it vortexes it and structures and charges the water and into the fourth phase in a way that is completely unique, one of a kind. Like nobody else I've found has ever made anything like it. Some of his top high-end machines go for at least $25,000 from what's listed on his site, and he's told me some of the other ones go for even more. And he's planning to actually build one for the next upcoming Envision Festival that he's in talks. He actually reached out to me and was asking who I could put him in touch with that could help make that happen, because he was asking me about how are the water systems at Envision, because he wasn't there, but I met him through a connection that was made at Envision, and I was like, well, they actually had a pretty damn big problem with the water out there. A lot of people got sick and didn't seem to be as clean as what they originally anticipated. And he was like, yeah, this seems like it could really shift the whole atmosphere around and set a huge example for everyone about what kind of, how important the water is that we put into our bodies. And, especially Goku, I think, would know about that after having gone on many extended liquid fasts and being, I would imagine, 90% plus liquidarian for the past at least 5 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
At least. And it's definitely a journey. It's definitely hard work. And it poses challenges, and it makes you face yourself, because that's what it is that we forget that, water holds memory.
Mm.
So whenever you start liquid fasting, all of that trauma, any memory that is emotionally not serving you, any memory that's emotionally not serving you, they get swept out. And you have to face that, and you get to face the root of the problem. And the thing is that, toxins are stored in the fat. So, even if you're slim, you still have fat in your cells, and the toxins get stored into that. And when you do a liquid fast, that fat releases that toxic energy, which is toxic memories, because emotions is energy in motion. So trauma is energy, not emotion.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
and this is why when you start liquid fast and you start doing raw foods, it's important to keep moving and this is why people don't, they have a hard time. Like, I did the raw food and I did liquid fast, but I didn't feel good. I started feeling dizzy.
Exactly.
You wasn't moving the energy. You got to yoga, you got to tai chi, you got to keep going. You got to move that energy and get it moving because now you got the materials. But it's more like how you have a water pressure versus something. If something's really stuck, sometimes the water is not enough. It needs more pressure to push, and that movement is the pressure of that water, of that blood, of that lymphatic system flowing. You're helping massaging and squeezing the organ. When you pushing and you pulling, you're squeezing that energy to move through your whole body versus just it's sitting in the digestive system. Okay, I drunk a liquid fast and it's just sitting there, but you're not moving, you're not sweating, you're not moving the energy out your body. So now, you're getting the minerals, but you're not getting the full benefit of reducing inflammation, of reducing the emotional trauma, of clearing the mind because the energy is not in motion and moving. You see?
Wow.
Thanks, bro.
That is beautiful, and we're definitely going to dive completely deep into that. I just want to give a little acknowledgement to all the people I met along my journey here because they were very significant. That will lead into my intention as well for this ceremony because I feel like everything that happened today to get me here plays a huge role in that. So, yeah, that person I met, super coincidental, synchronistic.
Oh, I wasn't sure if we can talk like doing this. I'm whispering like.
Oh, okay, gotcha, yeah. But so basically, after I met that person in that taxi, got their contact, and we're most likely going to be supporting each other, doing business together. Then I dropped off my partner D. Demarius is her full name. I call her D for short. That she just spent the past 2 weeks out here with me, and came for my birthday and for her birthday. And it was like extremely synchronistic because basically we weren't even supposed to have gone, as far as we did. Like we were essentially supposed to have just like gotten here, and we only had a few things on the agenda, but everything just unfolded very magically, and had a lifetime of memories in basically just the whole past week. And yeah, it's very, very life-changing, transformational. Anyway, and she was supposed to kind of be super early for the flight, but we ended up making it literally at the exact last minute, and everything in the universe just aligned for her to make her flight. So I was super grateful for that. And the taxi driver I was talking with for like an hour the whole time, and he was one of the most kind-hearted, open-hearted people I'd ever met off just the first rip, basically.
Good training.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Yeah.
I'm like the guy I'm gonna be the best in the world.
Opa.
I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Little Dragon Ball, like the whole.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Are you done?
It can be if it's a natural flow, you can do it like that. Also, if it's like a natural flow and it's just included. I know if we live or we doing like this.
Oh, well, I'm recording right now, but I can just
Yeah.
clip certain parts out, yeah.
Okay, so we good just to carry on.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would like to just finish my intention so that way I
Okay.
feel like ready to take the mushrooms, Because it's just like, for me to just come in and just take them right away, it just, my spirit doesn't feel ready. But if I just took a few minutes to like share about my experience of the 16 hours it took to get here, then I'd be like, yes, all right, got that out the way, let's move forward. Because I just felt like I really wanted to share that. And like the taxi driver I met who gave me a contact of someone out here in Puerto Viejo that does basically charity work of helping people that are at risk and at need around the world. So he travels like all the time, but he just so happens to be here. So, and he invited me to stay with him. So I think on the 13th I'm gonna do that. and just get to learn more about what he's doing. And then lastly, there was this guy on the bus that I met, and he was a kid, only 18 years old, that had essentially been from Limon, which is like the province where I got off at, and he was sharing about basically what it's like out there, and it's essentially one of like the most dangerous neighborhoods in the world. Um, for some reason, like I never even knew, but here in Costa Rica, not even an hour from where we are right now, is like one of the most dangerous places in the world, essentially. And it's just like, you know, all the people that live here that we have no clue about are going through some really tough times. And he has gone through a very similar background with his dad going through addiction as my dad has. So we were relating a lot to each other, and he's actually coming back to the States because he has a visa, and he lives synchronistically not very far from me at all. So we're gonna see each other out there, and he is also a rapper, and we exchanged music, and he's extremely talented. So those were just like the three main people I met today on the journey that were like just so synchronistic, because it was all in the taxi and the bus and the second bus. Each single form of transportation that I entered, I met someone that was like a life-changing connection. So I just felt like that was just so cool. And then getting here, the flashbacks that immediately came, being out here before, it's just like, man, this is such a beautiful paradise. Like, so many people gather here. It was definitely a lot more than what I remembered in the wet season. Like now it's definitely like a lot of people are out here. A lot of stuff's going on. And even if I don't get to do all of it, just being around it is like just the best, and being in this beautiful space right now. And yeah, all of that to say, like, it just leads into my intention of I just want to really learn how to cherish the journey itself and not focus too much on the end goal, but just realizing how incredible, magical the journey itself is. And that's what it's really all about. It's not about reaching the end goal. You know, eventually you do, and all it is another precursor to get to the next goal. And you're pretty much just in a series of going from one journey to the next throughout your whole life. And all of the skills, the patience, the resilience, the good qualities you get from that are what my intention is tonight, to really just integrate everything I experienced today and throughout all the journeys it took for me to get here, and to really just be at peace with knowing that truth that I just shared, that life is just an endless series of journeys, and you know, that it's just, you'll never really be satisfied with your life if you're always seeking to get to the end goal, you know. And with that being said, I'm just so happy that I finally made it to this end goal. So now we can move on to the next, which is enjoying this beautiful medicine that we have here in front of us. And thank you so much, Levi, for providing it for us and providing this beautiful space for tonight. And
Yeah.
thank you so much,
Thank
Goku,
you,
for,
guys. I mean, you got this. I mean, other than this,
yeah,
So,
Yes, bro.
thanks for creating the field.
absolutely,
Yeah, bro. Appreciate that.
absolutely,
Because I
man.
never had, because you guys just met him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a natural, but I can see it's like a natural friendship. So I'm like, damn, bro, they don't keep you in that. It's like much of a brother.
Yeah, I know.